Welcome back, everybody, here to Ultimate Summit 2. We are nearing the home stretch. We are once again returning back to the winner's side of things. But, of course, with me, I have Esam, the Buzz, and Void. Esam, of course, coming off of his win versus Zach Ray. And he will be moving on to the loser's quarters, I believe. How do you feel?
Huh?
Did Esam beat both of us?
I beat all three of you, but he was in friendlies.
Yeah, I mean...
Wow. Pikachu's broken.
Hey, I've been saying it forever.
That is true.
Like day one, day negative like 300.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, the loser of this match coming up is who I have to play, which is going to be Nairo versus Maister.
I thought you just meant Nairo was going to lose. I was like...
No, he's favored, in my opinion.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't you beat Nairo last time you played him?
I beat Nairo almost every time I play him.
So, unlike Maister, whom he hasn't taken a set off of yet.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's very clear
Please.
whom Esam wants to lose here. Maister, obviously, so that he can get his run back finally.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course.
100%.
Of course.
Oh,
But
they've
of
never
course-
played?
Wow, that's
Ooh.
surprising,
This-
actually.
I didn't know.
This is a hard matchup, by the way, for Game & Watch, because Palu just kind of keeps her out easily. So I actually expect this to be very difficult for Meister if he doesn't have, like, some really specific Nairo counterplay.
From playing, I played a couple friends with Meister, and after a couple sets of Pikachu, I did go Palu. It seems really hard to get out of the corner as Palutena, but I feel like that's kind of just, that might be just me being like, oh, I have quick attack, I'm carried by Pika.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure, but Chef is going to be so important in this matchup. You know, Meister getting Nairo to the edge is going to be absolutely key, because in neutral, it's kind of rough.
Oh my God, is Aiden wearing the interstellar thing?
He has changed his hat like every set. It's
Oh.
fantastic.
Crazy.
I'm very
He's
happy
had
about that.
so many different
I
ones.
think it's really funny because that's what we wore for the interstellar skit last
Mhm.
summit.
Mm,
So that's the
remember
only
that. That was
reason
fun.
why I looked at it and I'm like, I know exactly what this is.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good skit. The skits here have been very good too. I loved yours and Nairo's. Of course, the lie detector was super fun, and the Shark Tank,
The
Smash Tank,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Smash
Shark
Tank.
Tank.
That was great.
I wish there was an actual way to make Hero more globally accessible.
Pray for patches.
Colors and
I
symbols,
guess,
man.
Yeah,
Colors
right?
and symbols
Colors
would
and
be
symbols.
nice.
You know, we just keep complaining. Eventually, they gotta do something. Hopefully.
Uh,
Yeah, hopefully. I didn't say for sure. You know, like maybe like a 50% chance. If we complain enough, it works.
That's high. Maybe like 5.
Actually,
Yeah,
can we
the odds are
compromise at
slim.
6?
Yeah, it's fine.
6. 6 is the
6%.
compromise.
556. Okay. That doesn't seem like the most fair compromise for you, but it's a compromise nonetheless.
You know, sometimes you have to lowball just to make an agreement, right?
That's true.
Oh, King
King
K.
K.
Rool.
Rool.
Yeah, that's,
I mean, that character beats
Never.
Palutena.
Oh.
No.
that
That's
character
a
gets
hot
What do you-
bullied by
what do you mean
Palutena.
You mean by everyone? But so,
Oh.
game 1, we're going to get into it. Of course, Meister piloting Game & Watch. The Game & Watch extraordinaire. It's crazy. He wasn't PGR'd last season, and they showed on the little thing earlier, and he's probably going to be top 10 this season, I would say. Or like
Batman
very,
in
very
top
close to
15,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's borderline right now. Like, if he has like a really good result here, he goes to like that incoming like S tier in SoCal later on. Definitely a good chance.
Congo Saga?
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
And so, again, that fair going to be safe on shield because it is very importantly -2. So Uppy is not a true punish on it until it's stale, of course.
Like that.
Like that,
yeah.
yep.
That was also a high one, but it's going to be... How'd
How'd that miss?
Wow!
Oh,
and then he-
Yeah, I feel like Nairo just mashed jab because he was like, oh shoot, I want to like landing there. I think I hit by up smash if I don't die, sick fast fall.
Or he messed up Nair. That's also a possibility. But Meister going to have this huge lead. And now, again, I don't think there's a single character in the entire game that can beat defensive Game & Watch, except like maybe Zero Suit.
I mean, a lot of characters definitely have trouble with it. We're just shielding, playing patiently, like with a stock lead. So this situation's gonna be rough for Nairo. You know, the damage output's really just there. And
Recovery just about getting around that down smash. Just Meister, excuse me, pretty much with a full stock lead, so close in the up. He really needed that. Doesn't get the dash grab either.
I think he did it a little shallow. I don't think that was his low profile on the down air, though it could have
Yeah.
been, because there's multiple things happening at the same time. That fair, gonna frame trap, try to mash into down smash, thought he was gonna spot dodge, down throw, TTI'd in, that could have been up air.
That really could have been the stock. But it's hard to react, you know? You're fighting high caliber players. You don't always expect them to do the dumb option.
Yeah, which is why it works.
Yeah.
But the back air, that's going to be a dumb option in a different way, and that is going to be the first stock.
Yeah, Meister very often likes to go for that F tilt. That's like his go-to check after the up smash, just to try and get the KO or just get the hit. Make you respect that up smash.
Wow,
Bold of Nairo.
Palutena's dish run is really coming into play here. forward air, just being able to outspace up smash was huge in the matchup because that means Game Watch can't just throw out kill moves willy-nilly without getting punished.
Wait, is Fair disjointed?
Yeah, it's actually a small disjoint. It's like a sparkle on her toe.
Huh, I didn't know that.
It's broken.
That's why like contest with a lot of like characters have no disjoints very easily. And these Fairs, he will kill at this point. You have to attack him. Maister is definitely for Nairo to attack the Fair, so he has to be very careful.
I find it crazy how many sword moves Palutena has, like fair, grab. It's insane.
You know, sword and shield, right?
Oh my god, I'm actually mad now. Downer gonna two-frame,
that
that's
was
gonna be the
amazing.
stock. Beautiful edge guard by Maister, that lingering down air. Gonna be really easy to hit that teleport recovery. And again, if you can't recover high because of back air, you can't recover low because of key. How do you recover as Palutena?
Pray.
Yeah, it's just
You
guessing.
pray.
Yep.
Actually, you can go high definitely if you do it early enough and just up beat down to the ledge and not get 2 frames.
Yeah, ideally you just don't get put off stage so that you don't have to recover. And Nairo, I know, is going to want to maintain the stage control as much as possible.
Definitely seems like down throw bear is very realistic on Game & Watch. Careful
Yeah.
with frame 3 air dodge makes a very big difference in those tight confirms.
Yeah, and he's dying like, what was it, 100% he died from that? Maybe not even.
I think he got grabbed at 99 specifically, so
Yeah.
that's very early, especially considering how long. Like, Maister makes his stocks, for such a light character, he makes them last till 140, 150 consistently
Yeah.
because of his just, like, strong defensive play, like, other than Uppy, of course.
Yeah, the big setups to go ledge. I mean, platform, that's such a smart decision because Game Watch has hard commit to cover teleport to the platform.
Yes. Like, he generally wants to stay near the ledge, also threaten, like, the closer landings, but even if you go to the platform, he doesn't have a great option to cover it, you know?
And
Nairo has done a superb job kind of clawing his way back in. This is pretty much an even game. It really could go either way. Good chair. What is it? Oh, no, he doesn't get the down smash.
Yep, see, easier challenge up smash with Bear. Nairo's having none of that right now.
Oh, just goes with a dash attack. That's such a... Maister's so good at calling you out when you're not going to be defensive. It's actually, like, it's crazy how much he guesses correctly. Like, it makes the character, like, absolutely broken, but it's part the character and part, like, he's just so good at guessing.
That jab grab was so fast. Oh, my God.
Oh.
That might be it.
Oh,
Yep.
good catch with the recovery. He made Nairo so scared, just wanted to get away from that down air as much as possible, but as a result, he was able to just catch the recovery coming up. Good stuff to Maister taking that game 1.
Nairo made a good comeback, though, because the start of the game was, like, heavily in Maister's favor, right? And then Nairo was just, like, as it clawed his way back, you know, got really good kills early, and... You know, I think he's figuring it out on the go, honestly.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him go back to Smashville. Those teleport recoveries back to center stage, I think, was so crucial. I don't think Maister was able to punish any of them throughout that game.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't reading them. That's why we worry about those. If he starts reading them, he can easily do, like, full hop nair, land on platform, double jump nair, up air, and suddenly you took 2,000 damage.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to PS2 instead.
Palutena's best stage in a lot of matchups, probably this one.
This Battlefield. I mean, I was actually surprised that they let, I guess, it's you got to pick your poison between this Battlefield and Smashville if you're Game & Watch.
Oh, he
Even
wanted
story.
it again. He wanted it again. We saw at the very start of today, and he wanted to try to get another one.
Boo RNG. Like that. Heroes RNG to me is way less tilting than down throw 9. At least that's just a my thing.
Maister's juggling is so good. You see how he's like conditioning Nairo to go one way, and then he mixes up his juggle direction each time, so Nairo's not sure which way he should drift.
He just did it.
All right, Maister, hard reads.
Again, that's just kind of what Maister's so good at doing. He's so good at making his opponent just seem dumb. Because he's so good, as you mentioned, at guessing what you're going to do, that he's just able to make these great call-outs.
And now he's up a stock and 26. Finally, Nairo gets a hit in what seems like for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
But a little interaction I want to point out is that Palutena up air does beat Game & Watch down air from the side specifically. So Nairo, if he wants to get those, is going to have to guess right on the direction of the drift of the down air, which isn't easy because, again, as you mentioned, or rather as DeBuzz mentioned, Maister is very good at just switching directions kind of on the fly. So he tried to go for it there, but of course, a little too slow on that one. Down throw back, you're still going to work.
Connected. Easy.
I think Maister's not air dodging. It's smart because you don't want to get caught by like down throw, read air dodge, up smash.
Maister has been hanging out that ledge a bit too much, and Nairo recognizing that, going for the trump and going to get that first kill. But again, 76% being down against Game & Watch is like the hardest mental thing in the game.
That said, though, he was down a lot versus Maister in the first game. He did have that big deficit, and he clawed his way all the way back to a last hit situation.
Oh,
Nice
I like
stuff.
that.
Yep, if the first part for hits you, like the hands, it's actually negative on hits, so you can just kind of swing and break the bomb.
Oh, nice
Oh,
pivot
for
grab by
fair?
Nairo.
Back
Is he
air.
dead? 81?
Almost.
Jesus.
If that's near a ledge, it would be a stock. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maister's not behind. He's down for bears away and air dodging them. Surprised.
If there is a move that up smash will have a little bit of a hard time challenging, it is that Palutena invincible back air. And look at Nairo just maintaining all this momentum.
Wow, that almost looked like it killed.
I felt like it should have.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one on that one.
So fun fact about this matchup, if Game Watch buckets Palutena's projectiles, they each do very low damage individually, so Bucket isn't powerful unless he absorbs the last at a side B.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I think on those very kind of weak projectiles, a full oil panic will do like 20, but it won't kill for quite some time.
Yeah.
So you can actually just use neutral
This
B in
damage.
matchup.
Maister literally hit
As
him once
an
and has had
up
him at
airs.
disadvantage the whole time, misses the teleport cancel. He's at 88 from literally one neutral air,
Can't
just in
land on
neutral.
him. Nair is busted.
Yeah,
Game
Nair's
Watch Nair is actually
so
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so good.
You know it's like -6 or something?
-5.
It's -5.
perfect.
Minus
Yeah,
5,
perfect.
I think -4 on the final hit.
No, it's -5, I think.
That's like insane.
Yeah. Like, granted, it is going to be stale because he always uses it, so it becomes a little bit more realistically -6. So
Yeah.
3-frame arrows can hit that. But Palutena does not have one of those and finally gets that up
And
air.
I forget to mention it, but yeah, you mentioned it, Esam. Catching a Game Watch there from the side, because the up air, like hitboxing up air is basically the wings, so able to challenge that very easily if you space very Nairo. Very aware of that. Catching Maister off guard, I thought he could just kind of throw it out the moment Nairo double jumped at him.
I found it really funny that the windscreen was the one where you see Palu and her wings in the back.
Oh, true, yeah.
I was like, damn, Palu actually knows how she won. Like, let's go, Palu.
And the crazy thing is, like, you know, obviously it did look good for Nairo, but if he misspaced that or he guessed the direction
dead.
wrong, he was dead.
Yeah.
Like 100%. That key is so powerful. And just little moments like that is what really defines a set, and especially high-level players from top-level players.
I think those are my favorite kind of options. The either I'm winning or losing.
I do them a lot.
Yes, you will. So back to Smashville. This is a very good Game Watch stage because you can use mid-platform for combos, and you see how Maister kind of likes to overwhelm his opponent, chase him in the corner, and really like make them scared. So a small stage helps him so much for that. But obviously Nairo, no stranger to being aggressive and like pressuring the opponent as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love what he did after ledge trump there. He knew that Maister was going to immediately come up with an option, and instead...
The backer is, I think, 3 stale, so that's
Yeah,
probably
it's pretty
part of
bad.
Yeah.
it. Immediate uppy other shoulder in that border. That was the fastest uppy I've literally ever seen Maister do, and I've seen a lot of uppies, so he tried to can't get neutral.
So Maister is approaching dash attack kill percentage versus Palu. I think that's when it's like hard to not die.
Oh, wow.
Sense of combo. That's
Snuck that in there.
One thing about Game Watch, I think a lot of people don't realize the up B, you generally have to hit the second part as well to make sure you can have some kind of follow-up. But if you only get the first part, you kind of gotta hope your opponent doesn't like chip away at you.
Nairo's cleaning up Maister this game.
Nairo is looking...
Jesus.
This is like the kind of peak Nairo that we're used to seeing. When he has that momentum, when he's playing at his best, he looks nigh unstoppable. He looks so powerful as a player.
I can't believe he's getting all of these.
Oh my god.
Betrayed because both moves were invincible. And the Explosive Flame almost getting the KO as well.
You see Nairo's using a lot more projectiles now. I think you realize that the bucket isn't as intimidating as he thought. So it's going to give him a lot more free reign around mid-range and long range.
That Nair was
he
so
died.
good.
Yeah, it was
That
so good.
Nair was so good.
It was so good because if he hit the fair with that, he was just going to tear through it anyway. So it was really smart of Nairo to go for that aggressive option right there. And now a nice 2-stock lead. He is off stage, so he'll probably lose his stock soon.
Dash attack, yep. But won't kill. It was the weak hit, I believe.
Ooh.
Strong hit that time, but a little bit stale at the corner. No rage as well.
Oh,
Late
he's dead.
chair,
I didn't
not
even know that had
enough
a late
either.
move.
Oh, that was so close.
I didn't know that had a late hit, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's active for very long, that move. It's just still a little bit unsafe when you hit the initial hitbox.
And you've seen Maister now, because he's got punished for down airing a couple times, is a little bit more hesitant to throw it out, but that means that he doesn't have that good get-out-of-jail-free card, and now he's going to have to play a little bit more of a standard disadvantage game other than, of course, having up B.
Yeah. Up even puts himself into that disadvantage that he doesn't feel too comfortable in.
Yeah.
One thing I want to mention is he got a lot of damage off just raw Nair neutral. Since Palutena is so tall, Rising Game Watch Nair is very good. Catches jumps, catches standing, it can outspace moves, and just generally versus tall characters like Palu, that move is like broken. And you see all this is happening just from Rising fall up Nair neutral.
He got like a down air and like did some Ignis.
Wow! Oh my god, what? That That was nuts!
He
Dang,
timed that
Nairo.
way too
Wow,
well.
that was absolutely perfect.
Meister literally looked at him and nodded, and Nairo looked at him and nodded back. That was godlike.
I don't think anyone else would have been able to get a dare like that, like except Nairo. Like, what kind of crazy reversal option? Like, challenging Game & Watch is key in that position. The Game & Watch does that key because it's usually such a safe option to go for. The hitbox is huge, it lasts for ages, and he can easily recover back. But Nairo just so aware to get that punish.
And even then, it wasn't like Nairo could, like, it makes a little more sense if you're reacting to the dare and then running off stage to hit him as a punish. But he was already down there, and he just was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, the wherewithal of that was crazy. And again, carrying that momentum into this game, already 66% on Meister, and there's that dare trade I was talking about. He did not come from the side.
That's not a kill.
I guess it's town. Yeah, you're right.
Also,
he got
just
the
that
last
move is
hit.
really
See
weak.
that bucket
Oh,
does
that
like
was-
20
yeah.
damage.
That
No
does not
knockback.
deserve a cutscene.
But it is cool.
It makes you afraid for 1 second.
Yeah, shock factor.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Down throw into nothing. Oh,
B, yeah.
up throw, up B.
That still did like 20.
Again, calling out those jumps. It's the second time now in this set.
Meister's doing a really good job of trying to space inside where Bear is going to be. Is that going to kill? No, it's not.
No.
If like, because he knows that the Bear is obviously going to beat the up smash, so he's trying to space his moves a little bit deeper where back air isn't going to be able to hit it based on how Nairo is positioning himself. But right now, that back air, as I mentioned, it is going to get him off stage, down tilt.
Oh,
It's off air. Very nice.
One thing I mentioned is that Nairo's not got a single kill with back throw his entire game. Every time he tries to go for the ledge, and Meister's ready and just rolls immediately.
I'm surprised. I feel like Nairo's Palu just has like 1.5 times the grab range. So really,
That's
really
scary.
impressed. Yeah, I'm telling you. Nairo gets grabs, no other Palu gets. It's insane.
Nairo gets a lot of things no other Palu gets, which is why he is the definitive best Palutena. But right now, Meister says, it doesn't matter if this matchup's supposed to be bad. It doesn't matter that you're the best. I'm still in this set. Has an 83% lead in this game 4 after a pretty dominant game 3, at least in my opinion. So.
Yeah, even the start of this game looked really bad.
Oh.
I was like, is he
spike.
dead?
That was lucky for Nairo, actually.
And Nairo's definitely approaching depth sense from like forward tilt mid stage, and that's when it's really scary because if he much parries anything, you're dead or just
Untouched throughout that stock. Very, very nice from Meister. This is looking
Didn't
to a
Nairo take
potential
stock
game
first?
5. He needs, yeah, no.
Okay.
No, Meister got that up smash.
Right, okay.
I feel like in the games the game Meister has won, the leads he gets is generally off the smash tag reads. Other than that, he hasn't been killing Nairo too early.
Nairo's very good holding advantage today in this matchup. He knows like how to keep Meister in the corner and just keep getting these strong hits, these back airs, these grabs, these down tilts, everything. And that's stock.
Finally, he gets that back throw. Of course, Town does have a very high ceiling, but the side blast zones are very, very close to the edges.
Up the washing machine now.
There goes the
39.
lead.
41 damage off that.
What
Gorgeous
a
pivot grab.
And Nairo's doing the Nairo thing where he says, yeah, I'm like top 3 in the world. Get out of here.
Time for me to win.
He's
That
been in
almost
an
killed.
advantage state since he lost his stock. That was 2 stocks ago.
Yeah, like, I didn't even realize Meister was on 93, but now it is Meister's turn, and that turn will last probably for quite a while. Okay, Nairo finds his feet back on the ground.
I love watching how
That's gonna
top
be
players
it.
get out of disadvantage. They're so good at it.
That's it. Another Trump
Again,
air.
yeah.
That is like the 6th Trump air this set, I swear.
I'm going to do that.
I feel like that's just Meister like kind of having an autopilot habit and you're not realizing like he needs to fix it or even realizing it, but just when he thinks about it, his hands don't move fast enough to fix it, right?
I think when it comes to Game & Watch, like everybody has their just like their lazy ledge options, right?
Yeah.
Kick a quick attack, zero shoot, flip kick. Game & Watch is
Yeah,
feel
I
like
think about those.
so Game & Watch it's generally normal get up and kind of ledge drop, and both of those lose to Trump. So I feel like now really sealing the deal with multiple drums is really good.
Plus, they're so fast. Like,
Right.
he gets there. And also, like, basically no other player. Like, who trumps? Like, how many players trump? It's like Pichu players and Nairo, and that's it.
Yeah, just trumping in general is much rarer than it was in Smash 4. How you feeling,
Yes.
Nairo? You are now in Winners Finals here at Summit.
Told you not to get your hopes up.
I mean, I wasn't.
Nah,
I didn't.
I know.
After game 1, they were there.
Well, I mean, game 1, I did lose, but like it was last hit, and I like did rapid jab for some reason.
Was that supposed to be Nair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, well, I did jab 1, and I meant to do like dash turn around jab or like dash attack. Like
Yeah. Oh,
dash
okay.
back,
Gotcha.
So I could dash attack him, but I did rapid jab. And I just got up smash like 80, and I died. So
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, that's not gonna happen again, or like it shouldn't
Against
happen
Meister,
again.
sometimes things just happen. But
Yeah, but I mean, that was obviously you could tell that he knows how to like juggle Palutena or even just like ledge trap him or her really well. And yeah, so that was pretty annoying. But I was like, I was getting a little frustrated, but it was more on my mistakes rather than like there was like times where I know he's gonna up B. I think it was even game 1 as well. He up B'd and then I double jump up air and it just barely whiffed and definitely would have killed.
Yeah,
It
because
so
he was at
high
like
up.
he was like 80 or
Yeah,
something, and
so
that
definitely
move
would
so
have killed. I'm
strong.
just like, damn, these little mistakes are costing me. So I knew to just not get frustrated. 'Cause if you get flustered versus game watch, then he's just gonna
It's over.
be
Just
up
has
smashing
shreds.
all day and doing all this stuff just to like, get away with it, just because he knows you're flustered. So you gotta watch out for that.
I have a quick question. What do you think about the stage choices in that set? Because obviously, I feel like Palu has a very good Game 1 list of Smashville Stadium or Battlefield. Do you think that Maister struck correctly? Like, would you agree that Smashville is his best option Game 1 or no?
Probably just didn't want to deal with like warping and stuff. So I believe he struck Battlefield and
Did he not strike Stadium?
PS2.
Yeah.
PS2 was the first thing he struck.
But at the same time, it was interesting because him going to Smashville and allowing both of you to go to Smashville allowed you often to kind of just recover back to center a
Center
lot
stage,
of times
yeah.
for free. I don't think he punished a single one of your center stage teleports.
Yeah, one thing I was getting in the matchups that like pretty much any time that he was gonna use the food or like
Chef.
the cooking,
Yeah.
the chef thing, I was able to just warp right behind him before he like as soon as he did it. So like he had to at least like shoot 1 or 2 out, or like he's gonna think I'm gonna stay on the ledge. So I just upbeat right past him, and then didn't have to deal with that because that projectile is broken.
It
So,
does so much
yeah.
damage.
It does
So
like
luckily I
8
have a warp to like get through it, but like most characters just I don't know what
They
the hell
gotta hold
happened.
it.
What are you doing over there? He said, "Can I get a
So Nairo sealing sealing his spot in winners finals of Ultimate Summit 2, where he's going to have to play the winner of this next set. But first, a content piece.
Oh, a new one?
I guess so.
We'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah.